with some gas, right? I didn't see it coming. I really didn't. I didn't see it coming. Wow. Oh, wow. Man got so happy. He stabbed himself in the eye.
Are we live?
We're live.
Let me get my chair.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone on a little bit early today. How about that? Breaking news. San Francisco Giants was able to sign Blake Snell, 2-year deal. Not mistaken, $62 million, right, for 2 years. Dan just joining us now. Had his eye surgery today. Look at that. Dan got so happy, he grabbed the pencil and stabbed his own eye. He's like, man.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, fresh off cataract surgery. It always happens whenever I'm doing something big, like the day I had to drive down to Tucson. They signed Ohtani signed. Anyway, I could barely see. I guess you guys can see me. So
yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right. There we go. I wasn't even going to come on camera tonight, but here we go. Breaking news: Giants signed Blake Snell, and 2 years, $62 million, right?
Yep. Here. I'll bring it up. I'll bring up Pavlovich
with an opt-out.
Oh yeah, you knew that was coming.
Yeah. So hey, congratulations to the Giants and Farhan Zaidi for getting the job done. I've been extremely critical of the man, rightfully so, for the way things have gone. But this gives the Giants, I think this takes them up to an off season of an A.
Yeah, I would agree. Jay Taylor with $2 says psyched for Snell, but justice for Renel.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to do a thumbnail tonight of a show tonight later on with the one for with Renel. We'll talk about that later. But this show's dedicated. This could be a quick show. Probably we'll come on again tonight at 8:30, guys. Our regular time, but breaking news. In fact, kudos to Eric. I think he got the thumbnail ready this morning, right?
I had it last night.
Or last
I did
night.
it last night.
Okay, so ready to go. This news broke what? Maybe 20 minutes ago now?
Not even, probably like 10. About 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
10, 20 minutes ago.
Giants signed Blake Snell. This is what I've been after. Let's pull up
I'm just going to read this real quick from Alex Pavlovich. Says Giants are in agreement on a 2-year, $162 million deal with Blake Snell per source. Deal is pending a physical. They were patient and ended up getting a 2-time Cy Young winner for their rotation. And I guess John Heyman supposedly said there's an opt-out. So
yeah. Okay. I just wanted, I'll say this about Blake Snell. A lot of people say, well, he's been off, and I've said that too, but even his off years are not horrible for pitching.
62. Did I say 162? My bad.
All right, so let's take a look at these numbers by Blake Snell. I mean, he came up in 16, started 19 games. Is that up, Eric, by the way?
Yeah, that's up. Yep.
Okay. I'm seeing out of one eye, obviously, right now.
Yeah, no worries.
I had cataract surgery, folks. For you were wondering why I'm got this patch on. I had cataract surgery this afternoon at about 2:45. So it's been about 3.5 hours ago. 2017. Okay, ERA of 4. Not bad. Not a horrible year, right? I mean,
not horrible.
Not a horrible
not
year.
Great.
Not great, but 18, unbelievable year. I mean, that was the year I first learned about Blake Snell, really. I mean, he was untouchable that year with Tampa. 2019, it's, goes down to 4.29. Still strikeouts of 147. My text is blowing up here.
Oh, I bet it is. Yeah.
And so for all you, I'm live right now, on live now. There we go.
Just
okay.
I'm just live. And the first, I don't think you were here in the beginning, Dan, but the first thing I said is the son of a bitch did it. How about that?
Oh, well. I mean, 2020, I didn't like the season, as far as the season. It was just not a great season. I don't count stats, but still not a bad year. 21, again, 4.2 ERA. The strikeouts to innings pitched is incredible. I mean, if you look at his 8 years, he has 1,223 strikeouts to 999 innings pitched, or 992 innings pitched. So the guy is a K machine. In 22, that's a great year. I don't care what the record says. 8-10, 3.38 ERA, 22.
It's pretty good.
3.38. And last year, down in 2.25. Hey, if he pitches at 3.38 this year, and
man,
that's
he's pitching. Remember 81 games are at Oracle Park, so there's going to be some help there.
This makes the Giants, I think, one of the teams to be. To me, it puts them as one of the. To me, it's the Phillies as one wild card. And I think this brings it down to for the second and third wild cards. I'm not going to say in any particular order.
Right.
I think it's Giants and Diamondbacks right now, and the Padres. Mm-hmm. So I think this puts them in a position to get it done. I still think they can use a solid bat in the outfield that gives you consistent production. I can live with the infield.
How about they just get rid of Yaz and they just put Matos out there? How about that?
Well, yeah, right? That's fine. Yeah. So it looks like the Giants are going to be over the luxury tax. Okay.
Yeah, they will definitely
drop. I mean, 32 million. So this is, or 31 million. This is 62 million, right?
62, 2 years. I'm sure he's going to be gone after next year, though.
You hope.
I think he'll be gone by next year. It's
going
to be a 1 year thing. So I mean, that's the only thing I don't. But whatever. What are you going to do,
Eric? You hope he's gone, right?
Yeah. Well, 2 years. Even if it's 2 years, that's not bad, right?
Yeah. Why do I say you hope he's gone?
Why is that?
Because he had a good year.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Gotcha.
I mean, you don't want him sucking and coming back, right?
Good point. Yep.
Or getting hurt.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, this is a 1 year deal, guys. You hope.
I mean,
you don't want.
I'll give him credit. I give Farhan credit. He's making the team good this year. I give him credit for that.
And it gives you time for the other younger guys to come up and develop and at the level in AAA and be ready to go next year. This is a 1 year type plan to bring the Giants up to snuff. Hey, can you put a little banner up there too, down there at the bottom?
Yeah.
Dan just had cataract surgery, so when people come in, I don't want to be. People are going like, "What the heck's going on with that?"
How about I put? Dan got mugged by Farhan. Hold on, here we go. Hold on, here we go.
Oh man. Yeah, 3 hours ago. How's that? 3.5. Anyway, great move by Farhan. He got it done without signing a guy to a long-term deal. I mean, it's possible that Snell has a decent year and still opts in at 31 million, but likely not. Right. You don't want to, as a pitcher, in your so-called free agent year window, you don't want to go out and be on a 1 year deal at your age 31 and possibly have something go bad. and then never get the huge deal.
Right.
What Snell really wants is a
he wants that long-term contract.
Yeah, he wants
it, right?
He wants that.
Who doesn't though? Come on, man. He earned to be able to be a free agent, right? So
I'm
not going to hold it against the player. You don't get to hit free agency very often, and he's an excellent player, so he should have every opportunity to make his bag.
I'll tell you what, if he pitched a 4-inning simulated game, Friday was it?
Friday, right? I think so.
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He should be, if he gets the physical done, he could theoretically pitch this Wednesday.
Yeah.
In camp. That's 4 full days rest. And if he went 4 innings, which I'm assuming is about 60 pitches, for Snell, that's about 80. I'm serious. He only goes 5 innings a little over 5 innings on average, right?
Right.
We got his numbers up right here, right? Let's see.
Yeah, go for it. You want to I can bring it up if you want me to.
I got it right here. They're still up. I just gotta doing this without seeing well, but okay, let me put these glasses so I can see a little bit. Okay, last year he 32 starts and he went 180 innings. So if I do my math right, I think that's about 5 1/3, 180, 5.66 innings. So just over 5.5, right?
There you go.
So yeah, he's about 5. He's getting into the 6th inning on average, 1 to 2 outs. So
this is interesting. Hey Dan, check this out. Thanks, Remix Monkey. I appreciate that. He's reporting what Susan Slusser is reporting in Twitter here. It says, I've confirmed the Snell signing. I've confirmed the Snell signing. It includes a $17 million.
They stay under the luxury tax.
They stayed under the luxury tax.
Wow, because they were at 221. I have Cots. I have the Cots right here. Let me pull that up here. We'll take a look.
Interesting.
It wasn't on there earlier. See, the Giants were at 221.7. Add 15 to that. That makes it 236.7. And the luxury tax is 237 this year.
So he's right there.
Isn't it? Does it tell me here? Yeah, there it is right there. Look. See it?
237. Yep.
Okay. Giants pull it off. Now all you got to do is release one of the 2 Slaz brothers, and
come on, just get rid of both of them. What are they doing? Come on, taking up roster spots. Bring in the young guys, man. Let's do it. Come on.
So, guys, this is huge news for San Francisco Giants fans.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
I was thinking about this today because I was getting ready to I was getting ready to order all my hats. Like, seriously, I was going to order Padres hat. I was going to order a Dodgers hat. I was going to order a Nationals hat. And I was going to get through the first month of the season with all these different ball caps. I still may do it, but and I was going to wear on the post-game shows that we have this year, the hat of the winning team.
That's kind of cool.
I may still do it, but I'm a little more excited about the Giants today.
I got an email from Vince.
Did you? Bring Vince on. Tell him he wants to come on live. We're on live now. You can bring him on.
In caps. I expect all of you to apologize to Farhan tonight.
Already did, Vince. Yeah. Already did. Tell him we're live right now. Man. Yeah, this is I don't know if I'm going to apologize other than I'll say this is a great signing. He got it done. His patience waited out. I guess Kruko could keep this job because this is kind of your superstar in my opinion, even though he's, He's not Clayton Kershaw or anything, but this is a guy that can pitch. This is a top. He's Cy Young Award winner. Team him up with Webb and Cobb. Looks like Cobb is coming back, maybe opening day. Harrison.
How about just let him rest? How about you make sure he's good? How that's not.
Well, if he's, he's due to probably pitch again 2 more times. He should be able to pitch Thursday and again Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, against the Oakland A's. And against the A's, he should be able to go 50-plus pitches. And if that's the case, he could be in line as the 5th starter in the rotation, which would allow him to go 60, 65 pitches. And that could get you 4 full innings. That's as good as an opener, right? And then game 2, he can stretch him out to 75 pitches. Game 3, he should be up to 85, 90 pitches, and you can stretch him out during the season. Or you just start him off for 2 weeks in AAA and then bring him up when he's completely stretched out. That's for Alex Cobb. Now on Blake Snell, we're hearing that Blake Snell pitched 4 simulated innings. A simulated game is something like this. You go out and you pitch like you're pitching an inning. You come sit down for roughly 5 to 10 minutes between, you're sitting down in the dugout while the supposed other team comes to the plate, and then you go back out and you throw another 15 to 18 pitches for an inning, and then you sit down. So we don't know exactly how many pitches he threw last Friday in the simulated game, but let's assume on average, the average inning pitched is 15. So Snell gets in 60 pitches. That means you can stretch him out this Wednesday or Thursday for another, say, 70 pitches. And then, one more start possibly. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. All I know is they fortified the rotation. That's what I've been saying. The need is to solidify the rotation. So you got a 1A and a 1B at the top of your rotation. You kind of take a little pressure off Harrison, right? We want him to do well. You don't want to put, too much on him. Just saying. So you got a D. We'll see. We'll see how that number 3. And then number 4, who do you think's going to, I don't see it being Cobb right off the rip. Do you?
In the rotation?
Yeah. You see that 4 and 5 is going to be a little bit weird in the very beginning of the season. Who do you think it is? Well, you got Hicks. Never mind. So I still don't like Hicks in the damn rotation, but hey.
Well, I'll tell you what, this team is shaping up to me. Gosh, I got stuff draining my eye. Can't see that, can you?
No, you can't see nothing.
It's just stuff they put in, whatever. It's just, anyway.
Come on. That's me, Benz. I could still complain. Complain.
What's that?
No, I will say, I'm just saying, hey, I just want the team to win. That's all I want. But yes, Farhan did well by going to get Farhan.
Well, imagine this. Imagine this if the Giants, which they should be, come second half, be in contention for the playoffs. Imagine this for a rotation. Webb, Snell, Cobb. Webb, Snell, Cobb.
Harrison,
and Ray down the stretch in September. Okay.
It would be even better for next year when Ray is ready to go. I mean, like I said.
Let's just say, he's ready. He comes back, and all of a sudden, you've got this rotation, right? This rotation is a rotation you don't want to see in the playoffs.
No, it's not. Absolutely. And that's what's going to, right? That's what's going to win you in the playoffs is when you got that starting. Don't get me wrong. You still got to hit. But if you have that excellent starting pitching, you're going to go somewhere.
Well, and I didn't even finish my thought now because I forgot what I was going to say. Now I remember. So now what does that do? That moves Jordan Hicks to a late inning setup man. Okay.
Where he excels.
Yes. So now all of a sudden Hicks, you have this bullpen that becomes dominant. You know what the Giants were known for? What was it called for in the what was the four called for?
Exactly.
The core four, right?
The core four, exactly.
The core four was Javi Lopez, Sergio Romo, Santiago Casillas, and Brian Wilson, right?
Well, you have Affeldt was in there.
And Affeldt.
Not so much. Yeah.
Yeah, not so much Casillas. Okay, Affeldt. That's right. Okay. So you've got this amazing bullpen now of the two Rogers brothers, Ryan Walker. Well, then you got Luke Jackson. That's 4. And then you've got Hicks.
I just like
and
that.
Duvall.
Come on. Could you imagine Hicks in the 8th and then Duvall in the 9th, both of them throwing triple digits? Come on, man. That's I mean, you're doing something there, right? Man, I would love to see that.
Goodness this, you know,
that would be awesome.
This makes
that would be awesome.
You know, now all they need the Giants is who's going to be their PA announcer, huh? We won't go there right now, huh?
I'm not going to go there now. Yeah. I mean, whatever. Let's
not
go there.
I feel bad about that, Renel, the way that got handled. But you know what? You think the Giants want to hire me? Now batting, number 51, Jung-Hoo Lee. No, you know who they need to hire? They need to hire Glenn.
Oh, Glenn. There you go.
Glenn needs to be the new PA announcer.
There you go.
He's already at the ballpark. Come on.
I can see it now. No,
Northern Lights Entertainment. Northern Lights Entertainment. Get him up there, man. They're taking auditions.
There you go. There you go, Glenn. Man, that would be cool. Chardall.
Chardall, can you imagine? This is a true statement by Rap Album Depot. Who is Rap Album Depot? Is he the he called in. Yeah. Is he the one that was on our show one night? We were
correct. Called a few times.
Yeah. Yep. That we were kind of saying, what are you on or something? Is that the one?
The one.
Yeah. Okay. Good comment here, though. This
is a team. That's a good comment. I agree.
Better opportunity to win the playoffs. Yeah. You got pitching. Now the key is going to be, I think they could use a bopper. You know, whether that be, hey, if Conforto can become the guy that he was prior to his shoulder problems, he would be huge. He would be huge because
that would be nice.
Yeah. So this is does that work? Where'd you pull that 15 million up? Was that Slusser?
Slusser.
It's only going to count 15 million toward the CBT.
There you go. 17 million signing bonus payable in January of 2026. $15 million salary this year.
In 26. Oh, crud. What happens if he opts out?
I don't know how that works. Is there an opt out? I don't know. What's maybe there's.
Yeah. You know what? You know why they've done that? I think what that means.
If he opts out, he loses that signing bonus.
No, the other team has to pay it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or no, maybe he does lose.
I don't know.
I don't know. Shoot, maybe not. I don't know. No, because if he opts out, then he's a free agent.
I don't know.
I don't know how that works. I'm
guessing more details will come out later tonight.
I am not a capologist.
Apologies.
Oh, Remix says, I think we pay it regardless. Okay.
Whatever.
So that $17 million goes on to the 26th season, it sounds like, because the official books start after the World Series closes, right, Eric? After each, like this year, it opened in November, the new season, right?
Yeah, you're talking about once the season ends and then the new one begins.
So what this does is that $17 million, if he does opt out, goes on to the 26th season.
Okay.
Which then the cap's probably up in the 250 plus range. Because it's going up to 244, I think, next year. It's 237. It keeps going up.
Right. It goes up every year, right? Next year is what, 240?
Yeah, that's putting that on to 2 years later. Pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Giovanni says Dan needs to apologize to Farhan. Okay. Well, I've already said this is a great move.
Yep.
And I'm going to give him credit. I'm not going to apologize for the past for what he was. His record still his record prior to this year.
All right, Dan. I don't know if you could see this, but we got someone in the green room here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NorCal Sports Network. Vince Russo!
Hey, you want a little salt and pepper with that, Crow boys? Where's Pig in the Pickle? Where's Pig in the Pickle? All right, you Debbie doubters, bro. What did I say, bro? What did I say? Have faith. That's what I said.
You said it.
And you, Debbie Downers, bro. Debbie Downers, you guys wanted Farhan to pay Snell $150 million. How's that crow taste, Dan? How's that crow, man? Maybe you put a little hot sauce on that crow there, buddy.
I don't know. I wasn't able to eat anything today. I had to fast for anesthesia. So
yeah, you would where's Pig in a Pickle? Okay, and listen, I want everybody to know, since I am the spokesperson for Farhan, he accepts everybody's apology, bro. He accepts it. Oh yeah, what did I tell you guys? Be patient. The guy's playing a game. Be patient, bro.
Yeah, you nailed it. You did.
Hey,
you said it. Be patient. Lo and behold, it pays off.
I give credit to Farhan on this. His off season is now an A.
Absolutely.
A. Try A+.
No, not an A+. Not an A+. He didn't get Ohtani or Yamamoto. Not an A+.
And here's another thing. Please explain this to me. You guys are trying to get me in the fantasy baseball league, which I'd be very honored to do. Because like I said, when the Giants come out of the gate 20-8, this way we'll have contact through fantasy baseball, like I said. Bro, I tell you to send me all these specifics of the league. What do, bro? You send me specifics and everything is highlighted out. I can't read anything. You have a highlight. How am I need to, if I'm going to play in this league, I need to know the rules, Dan. What are you highlighted everything out. I can't see nothing.
I resent it without the highlighting.
Are you sure? Because I got your latest email. I don't think you attached anything, man.
Yeah, I attached it. 100% I attached it.
Make sure. Send it again, please.
I'll send it. I'll create a whole new, I'll get out of that stream and
okay. All right, now listen. Because tonight, unfortunately, tonight is my night. I got to watch Monday Night Raw, but I had to jump on here.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
One by one, I'm going to let you go first. Who wants to go first? One by one, I want you to look in the camera. I want an apology to Farhan. Who's going to go first? Who's first? Eric, are you first? Go ahead, Eric. Man up. Look right in that camera. Like, listen, make believe I'm Farhan.
Okay.
And I want you all let me tell you something, Eric. I remember a show you did like 3. You were practically banging your head against the desk. Sign Snell. And I'm laying in my bed and I'm like, bro, will you have freaking patience? So, Eric, look me in the eye like you're talking directly to Farhan. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Farhan, I want to apologize because you suck so bad the first 5 years, but this year, I'll give credit where credit is due. You created a team. Whoa, what happened? What are you doing?
I like that. I like that.
You have created a team that has warmed my heart. I can actually look out there and say, you know what? The Giants have a chance, and that's all I ask. That's all I ask. And thank you, Farhan, for building a team that can go out there and compete this year.
Okay, and say I love you, Farhan. Go ahead.
No, I can't say I love you.
Come on, say it,
I can't say I love you. I can't say it.
Dan, step up, bro. Get the mud out of those cleats, bro. Step up, Dan. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, Dan.
Farhan, you've been a pain in my eye for many years, a thorn in my flesh. I cried for years to remove it, and you finally have removed it a little bit to the point where I give you kudos for a job well done, an off season, very well done, Farhan.
I love you, Farhan.
Farhan, when there's a relationship that is very broken and trust is misbroken, it's going to take a lot to be, you're like the wayward spouse who has for 5 years cheated on me. And all of a sudden you've done something good and you expect me to take you back with open arms. I'm going to expect 5 years of playoff appearances before I can say I love you.
Oh yeah, it's 3 out of 5 all over again. It's 3 out of 5 all over again. And can I just say something else before I end? I swear, I really have to think seriously about moving out to the Bay Area, bro, because I'm watching sports talk all day today. For you guys. I'm watching everybody out from the coast to get the latest on when is my boy Farhan gonna pull the trigger. And what am I getting all day?
Renel.
I'm getting every sportscaster in San Francisco crying because the public address announcer lost her job after 20. What the, bro? You guys need to spend a year in New York, bro. What? Who cares, bro? The woman had the job for 24 years. What do you want to have it for 50 years? Who cares, bro? We're starting the season in 12 days and everybody's crying over a public address announcer who had a job for 24 freaking years, bro. Please move on, guys. Move on.
I'm ready to move on, bro. Vince, and I think it should be either you or Glenn from Northern Lights should get the new job.
The new PA. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, put my name in the kitty, bro. I'll move out there and all y'all. I'm watching Dibs and his partner and everybody. She had the job for 24 years. What do you guys want, bro?
It's just another PR bad move. That's all.
That's all what it is. Gentlemen. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
You're gonna make sure I'm gonna get all the fantasy stuff I need, right?
Yeah, I'll send you a whole new email with all.
And you guys are doing it live tomorrow?
No, it's gonna be a week from tomorrow.
And you want me to join you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Send me everything, and I'm in.
Awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be 5 by 5, and you'll have all the information.
Okay. When I'm gonna sign off, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and you guys say in unison, "We love you, Farhan." You ready? And tell Pig in a Pickle, he can't run and hide from me, bro. He can't. I already tweeted out Pig in a Pickle. I already tweeted him out. All right, ready, fellas? 1, 2,
my lips
3.
are sealed.
I can't do it. Not yet.
No, where's my boo button? I'm going to boo you guys out of the building, and I'm leaving. Goodbye. We love you, Farhan.
Hey, look, I still have my.
We love you.
I waved and I still have my wrist, my surgery center thing on. Forgot to take it off.
Oh man, that was awesome. That was awesome.
That was great.
That
Vince.
was awesome.
That was good.
Woo!
Oh,
I like that. No,
Yeah.
but honestly, yeah, for this year, it's fantastic. But we got to continue it. Let's go. Let's continue.
No,
Let's not just do it. Just let. I just don't want this to be a one-year wonder and then it's over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. So, let me.
Oh, come on. Really? Cliff, let's just be honest here. Farhan went out there and he did a lot this year. I'll give him credit. He did a lot. I said that the lineup is better, right? It's better than last year, but the priority is the starting rotation. And he addressed that with a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. I can't argue with that. I can't. Not at all. They're going to be good. Like I said, this year, let's see what happens the year after and the year after that. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. I'm just checking something real quick, keeping my volume down. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Yeah, I like the signing too, Grand. Right. Well, exactly. You can't argue with this. You can't. You cannot argue with this. The guy is going to go out there and deal. And he's going to look at this. He pitched in a great ballpark last year, right? In Petco Park, pitcher-friendly park. Imagine what he's going to be able to do in Oracle when it's even more of a pitcher's park than, say, Petco. Don't get me wrong, 81 games are going to be on the road, but I mean, that's for everybody. But having those 81 games at home, at Oracle.
Well, what this does is this gives you a legitimate chance to win the games that, let's say Webb and Snell have 60 starts between them. Hopefully it's 64, but let's say 60 starts. You're in every game. You should be in every game.
Yeah, you should be.
And of those 60 games, hopefully you can win 40 of them.
Right.
I mean, as a team, I'm not saying, those two are going to win 20 apiece. I'm saying the team wins 40 of those 60 and, hopefully, the bullpen holds the lead is what I'm getting at. And that the Giants, they've been kept in the game, and maybe there's a no decision on the part of Snell and Webb, but somehow the team was in the game. And so you win two out of every 3. Isn't 4 out of 6 2 out of 3? Sure is. Yeah. So, this is a great signing. What makes it a great signing is not just that you got Blake Snell, but the terms. The terms are fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic terms. So the Giants have had a good offseason, an excellent offseason.
Excellent offseason. I would say an excellent offseason.
Yeah, the Giants have had an excellent offseason, but they still, in my opinion, have some work to do. And that can be still done, whether it's done before opening day or not doesn't have to happen. But they are going to need to add, maybe it's Marco Luciano becomes a stud in AAA and comes up, mid-season.
Dan, you know what? I smell it. Bart has not been let loose yet. And I think there's a trade coming. I think there is a trade coming. What is it going to be for? I don't know, but maybe Luciano's part of that.
It could be. They could package
because I don't see them just DFAing Bart without getting anything in return. I don't know. Maybe not.
I doubt it. You hang on to a guy until the end of the year because of what happened. Last year, Roberto Perez, didn't he get hurt in the first game of the season, second game of the season, where he was out for the year, right? Roberto Perez.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
but they're good. Maybe they're just waiting until the season because they have to get rid of him before the season starts.
They don't have to, They could keep him on the roster and maybe you don't keep a Tyler Fitzgerald for a week or two until you figure out what you're going to do. Maybe you carry. It's not ideal. But
this is what I'm saying. While they still have value, however much value Bart holds right now, I mean, everyone probably could use a backup catcher, but not everyone, but I'm sure there's teams out there that could use a backup catcher. But Luciano, why not trade Luciano?
Okay, let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's do a quick exercise. Let's open up the lineup here, type it out, and for you guys who can't tell, they're big letters there. I did have cataract surgery 4 hours ago today, so cut me some slack on this. I was gonna come on tonight and at 8:30, which is in an hour and 10 minutes. I don't know. Do we need to even do another show tonight, Eric?
I think we should just go on with this one and then
call let's just go on with this one and call it a day. Exactly. So, and if anybody wants to come in later, we might open it up. Maybe in an hour or so, half hour or so, we'll open it up. But we're going to put the lineup in here and pencil this in. We've already done it before.
Oh my gosh, where the heck is it? Did I get rid of it? Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. There we go.
Which you already have the lineup put out there?
Yeah, it's old. Hold on one second.
It's fine. It shouldn't change much.
I can't remember the last time we updated this here. Hold on one second.
Yeah, just pull that up. But anyway.
There we go. We got Lee, Estrada, Chapman, Conforto. That's gonna probably be Soler, right?
Yeah.
On the four?
Yeah. Drop Soler into the 5th spot. Take Flores out.
And Conforto goes here on the 5th?
Yeah, let's leave it there.
That field.
You know what? First base.
But you don't want two lefties back to back.
Put Wade in there at first base in the 3rd spot.
So Wade. Space. Okay. You don't want Yaz in the 6th spot, not behind.
No, put Chapman there. I think Chapman's going to be in the 5 spot probably, but that's just the way I'm seeing it. But and then put in the 7th spot, put Yaz. Right field.
Yep. And
then 9, you put shortstop, put what's his name? Ahmed. All right. So as we go through this and we take a look at it, where are the Giants' weaknesses that stand out? To me, you can use a right fielder that is a solid guy that's consistent, that can hit you. I'd like to see a guy out there that's going to give you 25 plus homers and hit 240,
So that's the key right there, right? Upgrade right field.
Yeah. I think first base could use an upgrade. Imagine if you added Pete Alonso to this lineup. If you're going for it this year, why not?
Ooh.
Imagine trading to the Mets. How about if you traded?
I would be happy with Yaz in right, or not Yaz, Matos in right field. Why not?
Yeah.
Just go with Matos in right field.
But what happens if you traded Wade? Or no, let's see. You want some left-handed bat on the. How about Flores, Yaz, and Luciano? Flores, Yaz, Luciano, and Mason Black to the Mets for Pete Alonso. How would that? You're giving up a lot in the terms of Luciano and Black. Not really. But
Luciano.
But if you're going to go for it this year,
I'm a little bit iffy on Luciano because I just don't know. Because the thing is, if we're stuck with damaged goods, then you ain't going to get nothing, right? Sometimes you have to take a risk, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, let me take a look what's going on with the game. They had a late game today.
Who, the Giants?
Yeah, they started at 6.
Oh, I got it right here.
It was a Harrison start.
It's 1-0 Giants, top of the 5th.
Oh, Harrison must be pitching well then.
Harrison, let me tell you what he's done so far. Kyle Harrison has pitched 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 base on ball, 5 strikeouts.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. The craziest pitching line of the day?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Goes to Mackenzie Gore, folks, of the Washington Nationals. Mackenzie Gore's line. Listen to this, guys. He went 4 2/3 innings. 4 2/3 innings. So he basically got 14 outs, gave up 9 hits and 8 runs with 10 strikeouts. So 10 of his 14 outs he got were strikeouts.
By strikeout, but gave up 8 runs.
Wow. That's I don't know how that happens. I've never seen a line like that as long as I've been watching baseball, because if you usually, that means you're fooling guys, but you're also not fooling guys.
I mean, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Jeff Taylor, another $2. Appreciate it. He goes, any concern over Webb spring? I'm not too worried about spring training. I mean, you want to see something, but I don't put a whole lot of stock in spring.
I'm going to step away and get some water.
Go ahead.
I'll be right back.
We'll see. We'll see how it works out. The only thing I'm worried about more than anything is he pitched 216 innings last year. You know, is that going to have an effect? Is there going to be a hangover? He's built like a starting pitcher. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What else we got in here? Alonso's a future Hall of Famer, so yeah, I think he's a proven hitter. That'd be interesting. I don't know. You think the Mets go for that though? Maybe. I don't know. It's just we don't know what other teams value Giants prospects. Yeah, but that unfortunately, like, I get what you're saying, but that's where the league has gone to, right? That's where the league has gone to. Your 240 hit or your 240 plus hitter is what used to be your damn 300 hitter back in the day. And it just sucks. That's just the way it is. I don't know if that's going to change anytime. Lucas wants to know why Ahmed over Luciano. Oh, Luciano just doesn't have it, man. He just doesn't have it. That's why Ahmed will play over Luciano.
Yeah, he's not hitting. He's not.
No, he isn't doing much of anything.
And you can't force. You can't just. He's not ready. He didn't even have a good winter ball. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think if the Giants were to be able to improve on a couple of those slots, we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. I mean, the Giants, I think what was his WAR last year?
Who's?
Snell's.
Oh, Snell's pretty good. I think it was like 9. Hold on, let me look.
No, not for the year.
Wasn't it?
Couldn't have been that high.
You sure?
I don't know. I thought it was about 4 or 5, but
it might be. It might be.
I mean,
does it show? Hold on.
What is it on StatHead? Just for the year.
You know what? Let me just do that. That'd be better than just staying baseball reference for now. Hold on. The hell happened there? Wait.
You know, somebody made a point about we've talked about Luciano in the outfield. I'd get that guy some ABs in the some playing time in the outfield. You know, I'd stick him down at AA for a while if you have to, just to learn the outfield. Move him up to AAA. Get that guy learning the outfield corner position, whether it be left or right field, and then make that guy an outfielder.
Yeah, why not? But I still think you should trade him. That's just me, though.
So are we pulling up this stat head right now?
Yeah, I'm just getting it logged me out.
Oh, okay. A lot of people want Matos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why not?
But, they'll give Yaz a shot, see what he can do. My guess is they'll end up platooning Yaz. Somebody said WAR equals 6.0.
6.0 might be almost there. I'm just comparing it between him and Webb.
Oh, I don't even want Webb. I just wanted to see.
I just want to see. Yeah, 6.0 even. Yep, 6.0. Okay.
So what that means is instead of a guy who's wins above replacement, instead of I keep wanting to call him Bud Black, but Mason Black or Dalton Jeffries or Keaton Wynn or whoever else the heck you're going to put in that spot, you've added probably 5 to 6 wins to your win total as a team.
Yeah.
So if this team was an 81 win team,
you're now at 87. Yeah.
You're at 86, 87, which gets you in the playoffs. Get you into the playoffs. And this is why it was so important to sign Snell. This changes everything, Eric. Changes everything, because if they were not going to sign Blake Snell, you were looking at a 500 club.
Yes.
Maybe not even a 500 club. Because when the injuries took place and this and that, now you've added veterans all over the place. Okay, so I think Farhan's been given a mandate to make the playoffs this year or get fired at this point.
Could be. That's possible.
I think he was given a mandate. You make the playoffs. We cannot bring you back for a 7th year when you miss the playoffs 6 out of 7.
Right.
I mean, think about it. He's signing guys that he normally would not go out and get.
Right.
And all of a sudden his back's up to the wall. What this does, what you said maybe is true. Maybe that contract hasn't been signed.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, who brought it up? Oh, Matt. Give credit to Matt. He's the one that brought it up. He said in the chat, hey, maybe Farhan, doesn't have his extension yet.
Maybe so. Hold on here. I'm just texting.
I'm sending off an email too. As a matter of fact, there we go. Cool.
Who to Eric? I mean to Los?
No, to Vince.
Oh, gotcha.
While we're at it, hey guys, those of you who are going to be in the NorCal Fantasy Baseball League, send an email. Hold on, let me put the email up here. Let me do a new banner. I got this right.
How long have we been on here? Almost an hour. Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, everyone. I've already contacted Nick. I've contacted Glenn. Who else did I contact? I think that pretty much is. I sent out an email to Vince. So those who are going to be in the NorCal Fantasy Baseball, make sure you send an email to norcalsportsnetwork@gmail.com. Put in the subject line who you are and your contact information. We'll send you out the once I get your email, I could send the link to join the league.
All right. And we bring in the man, the legend himself, Los D.
Los, what's up, man?
Hey, Los. Welcome, Los.
I'm glad I missed Vince. Hey, he would have been all over all three of us.
He couldn't break us though. He didn't break us to try and say we love him.
We didn't say we loved him. He did a good job for this year.
You just like him a lot right now.
Yeah.
I like I said, you know, he's kind of like a cheating spouse, right? He's cheated on us for 5 years, and now all of a sudden he's I'm saying it would be a she, but for me, but it's like she's looking nice and all dapper and wanting to snuggle up with you and everything's looking good and not ready yet.
You guys are more forgiving than me. Once a cheater, always a cheater. It's going to take a lot more than that. But
I said it'd take 5 years of making the playoffs since he hasn't made it for 5 years.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Yep. Hey, Robert, you say all the negativity for nothing? Maybe that negativity lit a fire. Maybe. We kept after him, right? That's all we wanted. We just wanted him to go do his job. And he did his job, and I will give him credit for that. But hey, maybe we held his feet to the fire. I mean, no one else was doing it. Granted, we're just a small rinky-dink little channel here. I'm not saying that we're like have this massive influence. But hey, at least we did something. We did our part. Isn't that what you're supposed to do as fans, right? Demand the best out of your organization? No?
I think what happened today is he was at his office on 3rd Street, and he has a window office facing the street. And when news broke that Renel was not coming back, a lot of rocks and bottles started going his way towards the window. And he had to pivot somehow, some way, and save faith and do some damage control. So he said, how can I get the fan base to get off me about Renel? Oh, let's sign Blake Snell. Here you go.
It's rather interesting the two hit together today. I'm surprised that they didn't announce it almost, maybe the Renel news just either moments before or shortly afterwards. But this is kind of like the White House going to war after, well, let's drop some bombs on Syria today since we got this, we got this major news thing that's bad PR for us. We need to score some points. So, I mean, it does kind of put the Renel news on the back burner a little bit.
It does.
I know Renel a little bit. I'm very close with her brother. He's a realtor I work with and been friends with for over 15 years. So I know the family. And it's a little bittersweet. She's been with the organization a long time. She's done a great job. I could kind of see where Vince is coming at. She had a great run. And we're always scared about what's going to come next. I mean, that's such a
you know what? I love the idea of, I mean, Renel was fantastic. She was really great at, being exciting and everything, but she wasn't for everybody. I mean, some people, they loved her just because of her enthusiasm and the fact that she was different, and she brought a different voice, a woman's voice instead of a loud, deep baritone, typical PA. And she was local. She was a huge fan. She was on the radio. So everybody really loved her. But for some baseball purists, they like to hear, like the Dodgers now batting number.
That's a very strong and accurate opinion, Dan, for sure. It's not easy to come out and say that, but it's factual. A lot of people think that way, just don't have the guts to quite say it. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of with you. Like, I like Renel very much. Like I said, what she did, she's good at what she how she presented it, different style. But I always being a Bay Area guy, loved the Oakland A's PA announcer.
Oh yeah.
Ray Steele, I believe is his name.
The real deep voice.
Oh my God! Now batting third baseman Sal Bando.
Right.
I mean, and the Yankees announcer Shepard. I mean, there's something to that. And I know San Francisco likes to be different.
Dodgers have it too.
We need to be outside the box and everything.
Now batting number 24, Willie Mays.
Yeah.
Mays.
Yeah.
It's just it's baseball, what we were used to, we grew up with. So Renel was, I'll be honest, the first time I heard her when she first came on, I didn't like it at all, because it was like they had the other lady first, Sherry Davis.
Yeah, I was gonna say Renel,
and I was like, Renel was I liked better, but I didn't like it. But then she grew on me to the point where she was fun, and she was San Francisco, She was, great at what she did. She's a super, really neat, loving lady.
Beautiful.
You can't dislike her. So you're kind of like, man, she's great. But for the baseball purist that we grew up on, it was that. It's just like I don't like the Warriors PA announcer, whoever that is, and I don't know who the guy is. I don't like the too hyped up. I like the deep baritone.
Oh, you mean
voice.
the not the play-by-play? You mean the guy that starts the crowd up?
Yeah, that guy. I don't like that guy.
Franco Finn. Yeah, I went to high school with that guy.
Really, I don't like the. All the hype. I don't like the hype.
He's trying to be a poor man Chicago Bulls.
Yeah,
the way they used to do Jordan back in the day.
I'm not into the hype for a grown man NBA's game. College, you want to hype guys up. I don't need to hype guys up making 40, 50 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I don't like all the techno, all the looking, everybody's pumped up, and I don't know. That's just me though.
So here's my quick synopsis on the Snell signing. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say anything bad about Farhan. We've been wanting him to get some pitching, some quality, established, effective, with a resume starting pitching, and he hasn't. I'm not the biggest. I've come on record. I'm not the biggest Blake Snell fan in the world, and I'll explain that in a little bit more detail. But he is a bona fide Cy Young Award winner. He is a bona fide guy that gets a lot of strikeouts. He's a guy that will shut a team down for 5 and maybe, if you're lucky, 6 innings, and that's a lot when it comes to what our other considerations and other possibilities were. I assume he's going to be our number 1, and Webb is going to go to number 2 once he gets his arm to full strength. My only slight issue with Snell has always been very consistent. Is Blake Snell doing this to help Blake Snell, or is Blake Snell going to help the Giants? And hear me out on this. He's going to start about 24 to 25 games this year. I would say probably 12 to 14 of those games, he's going to go about 5 innings. Now, if he's going to be matched up against Yamamoto and Fried and Nola, other number 1s, other aces from other teams, those guys, if they're all pitching well, they're going to go 7 or 8 innings. So my thing with Snell is, while those guys are still pitching in the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and it's a 2-2 game, Snell's out of the game, and now we have to have a bullpen guy come in And I just see a lot of games possibly being lost because their ace is still going to be in the game and ours is going to be out, and we're going to have a bullpen guy in there. And that's where I think people are going to get frustrated. Now, I hope to God I'm wrong. You know what I really hope? Blake Snell has really nasty stuff. I never understand why he only goes 5 innings, because he walks a lot of people. If this pitching coach can get him to throw the ball in the strike zone, he has one of the best defenses behind him now with Chapman, with Lee. Ahmed's a good shortstop. So Strada's a good second baseman. He has a very good defense behind him, and he has a big ballpark. Throw the ball in the damn strike zones now. You have electric stuff. Trust your stuff, trust your defense, and trust the ballpark, and give us 7 innings. If he does that, then he is a bona fide ace. Not that he's not now, but again, my biggest thing on him is that 4 to 5 innings, and he's out of there. And
well, if he could give you if he could give you 100, last year he pitched 180 innings. If he could give you 180 to 190 this year, and I'll take one disagreement with you. You said 24 to 25 starts. I think he has 30 starts.
Okay.
And maybe 32. The fact that he threw a simulated game for 4 innings tells me he threw 60 pitches. Granted, probably not a live batter, most likely. I don't know if the simulated game was if he had anybody hitting or if he was just throwing pitch, to the glove.
Maybe I have a little bit of a paranoia when guys sign so late coming into camp, no matter what sport it is, and it always gets them off to a slow start.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they hold him back and he doesn't make his first actual start until, second week of the season. I doubt it. I think he's going to be ready to go, but hopefully he gets off to a good start, because if he doesn't, they're going to say, well, he signed so late. And then as far as Farhan goes, for me, he gets a B+. He doesn't get an A quite yet. I'm just a little bit kind of concerned. Snell and Chapman are his 2 big signings. It wasn't like a lot of baseball organizations were knocking down the door to sign those guys for some reason, whether it's the money or whether it's the player themselves. So read into that what you want. Again, if you're out there, Vince, sorry to be Debbie Downer 3. But I'm just expressing some things, like everybody's all hyped up and juiced, and we should be. Hey, compared to where we were 24 hours ago, this is definitely a team that can make the playoffs now and is a possible contender. So that's great for all of us. But there are some things that I think we need to see and understand that it's a possibility that it could happen. Hey, look, I'll leave it at this. The Padres on paper had a world championship team last year. Their roster, hitting, defense, and pitching was loaded, far more than the Giants are right now. And the chemistry didn't work. So let's hope that this team that Farhan has put together has the chemistry. Hopefully Melvin has learned some of the lessons that maybe he went through last year. And hey, let's do it, boys.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the difference that I think may be different than the Giants and Padres when it comes to what the issues was down there. You had Tatis, Machado, and Bogarts all making $30 million plus. And then you had Hader and Snell on the team. But guys like Machado and Tatis have kind of had a reputation of not being the greatest of teammates in their track record. Machado kind of dogged it out when he was with the Dodgers.
I remember that.
And Baltimore. He's gotten better. Looks like he's learned a little bit, become more of a leader. Tatis was young and didn't always give A+ effort at times himself. And I think when you have guys like that, in the old days when I was growing up, we used to call them prima donnas. And if you're not sure what that means, look it up. Google it. Ask Siri. But I think the Giants don't have any of those guys. The Giants really don't have anybody who's experienced superstardom. Not one.
Who's the vocal leader on this team? Not manager, player. Because Webb to me is kind of a quiet guy. He kind of leads by example, but there's no Hunter Pence on this team. Who's the vocal leader, player-wise, on this team?
That'd be Jung Hoo Lee.
You need an interpreter to talk to people.
Could you imagine? Hey, Giants! Come on, Giants! Play ball! Yeah, he doesn't know a whole lot of English. I think it might be, who I think it might be, because they do have a lot of quiet guys. I've heard Chapman is a great clubhouse leader and kind of a bulldog type guy. Plus, you've got Matt Williams on this team now. You don't have Kai Correa.
Mm-hmm.
You got a Matt Williams who is going to speak up, who people respect. And if Matt Williams, have you ever seen Matt Williams pissed off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get a guy like Matt Williams pissed off. What I'm saying is the guy's got kahunas. And so he carries a loud voice, big stick in the clubhouse. And coaches are more in around the players a lot of times than a manager, because a lot of times the coaches are surrogates for the manager. I mean, Melvin's a guy that'll talk to you, though. He's not a Gabe Kapler is going to go AWOL on you and send you a text message. So, but he's got good coaching staff. He's got Pat Burrell in there. You got some now. As far as players go, I think it is
coaches. I have no doubt. But
I think the players. I think it's Matt Chapman, and
it's a pretty quiet. It's a pretty quiet group.
It's a quiet group. You go to first base. Both Wade and Flores, very quiet. Estrada, very quiet. We don't know much about, I want to call him Maui Ahuna, but Ahmed. I'm thinking of Maui Ahuna, the guy they drafted, the shortstop. Bailey, kind of quiet.
They're quiet.
Slater, pretty quiet. Jung Hoo Lee doesn't even hardly speak English, so you're not going to get much there. Yaz, quiet. Soler, not a big English speaker guy either. I don't know. So across the lineup, there really is nobody. So I think Chapman will become the clubhouse leader.
That's going to be interesting. And I say that because a lot of guys on this team were very good friends with JD Davis. He ended up signing $2.5 million with the A's. He lost about $4 million. Now, time heals wounds. People will get over it. But there's a lot of guys on this team, because I've seen these behind the scenes with the Giants in spring training and a day in the life. I don't know if you guys have watched it yet with the Casey, but JD Davis is in a lot of these little like laughter moments with the guys. He was one of the guys, and I think he was in a quiet way kind of a leader himself. And let's be real here, because of Chapman, JD Davis is not on the team anymore. Now Chapman's a better player. I mean, he is, but still. Chapman's going to have to work at it to become a leader. I think you're right. I think he's probably the logical choice. I think it's going to take some time. I don't think it's going to happen right away.
And just for those out in the crowd, the PC crowd, we don't do PC crowd. Come on, guys. I'm just talking like Jung Hoo Lee talks. We've heard him say, "Go Giants." It's funny. It's you know what? It has nothing to do with his nationality or anything like that. It's just how he talks. He's Korean. He doesn't know English. He knows a few words. So I'm having a little fun. It's not, and I mean, come on. If I started talking like this, oh man, I've been waiting all my life to win the division. I can't believe it. Who am I talking about?
Will Clark.
Talking about white man Will Clark. Okay. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, if you want to be part of the league, make sure you send an email, NorCal Sports Network. I know you're one of the guys on the list. If not, then I'll find somebody else. I got people emailing saying they want to join.
This is going to be very, very interesting.
It will be. Absolutely.
And you know what? That's all we ask for. I mean, Eric kind of hit it right on the head. All we can ask for is players to be put in a position. Farhan's done that.
Yeah.
And Jesus, hey, Dan, we talked about 3 lefties in the rotation. If Robbie Ray comes back, guess what? There's going to be 3 lefties in the rotation in the second half.
Snell, Webb, and Ray. I love it. I love it. You get them in a playoff series. Get them in a playoff series with the division champs, the Dodgers, and have those 3 guys in Webb ready to go. And you might be able to neutralize them a little bit.
If the Giants can just hang around until about the All-Star break, if they could just hang around and they get Ray back and Ray is pitching well. And again, with the Giants, it's always a lot of what ifs. But, like I said last week, that's baseball. People's seasons are up and down. There's no more superstars that have great seasons year after year after year with a few exceptions. So we have to have guys having good seasons, bottom line. Estrada's got to play well and stay healthy. I'm not crazy about Lamont Wade at first base, and I'm really not crazy about him hitting third at all. But
how about even Yaz in right field? Those 2.
How I feel about Slaz. I would love Matos to be the everyday right fielder and just call it a day, and bring Meckler up to hit off the bench. But it's probably not going to happen. So we're going to get stuck with Yaz and Slater. And 1 week into the season, when those guys are pulling a 1 for 16 and a 2 for 15 slumps, the chat's going to be in here belly aching about it. And like I said, but it makes it interesting. Snell definitely makes it interesting. Him and Webb, although Webb is getting a lot of heat right now for not having a good spring training, I think we need to be consistent, because we always say, if a guy's hitting 500, it's only spring training, it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay, we got to be consistent and say if he's having a bad season, it's only spring training. He's working on some things. I need to see if Webb has an 8 ERA after 4 starts, then we could start worrying. I'm not worried about Webb. I'm just really curious. I think Snell is going to be our number 1, right? Or is Webb going to stay our number 1?
I think Webb starts the season at 1.
Yeah.
Whether that changes at some point or not, who knows? I mean, so that means in a series, if they faced off against one another, it would be Webb, Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, if they were on the same trajectory as right. That doesn't always happen. It does early in the season, but you end up, we'll see. I think that will be the interesting part. And then Alex Cobb is actually may be able to pitch opening day. I
don't want to rush him, though. That's the only thing. Don't rush. Just take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to come back and be a hero. I just want you to be able to go out there and pitch when you come back. You don't need to be rushing it if you don't have to.
They'll start him Thursday, and if he's ready to go this Thursday, and if his hip's not bothering him after this first start, see where he's at. He went 27 pitches, game 1. So you try and get him to 35 pitches, game 2, 35, maybe 40, depending on how fast they stretch him out. Then if they could pitch him Tuesday night against the A's, which would be on his 5th day, and he could probably go 50 pitches. At that point, that's 3 starts. Now you put him in the 5th start, opening day at Dodger Stadium. Not opening day, but the 5th game of the season. That would be his regular spot. He's probably able to go 60 innings, which should be able to get you 4 innings. Now, the question is, do you do that, or do you pitch a Mason Black or a Jeffries and let Cobb go get stretched out for 2 weeks in the minors and then come back when he's actually ready to go 7 innings?
I hope they take like the Warriors approach, which is kind of easing guys back and not rushing them.
That's probably what they should do with Cobb, just because, there's nothing wrong with 2 weeks. If he's the 5th starter, if you made him the 5th starter, he's only missing 2 starts, right? Because you have to have 15 days on the IL. or whatever they call it nowadays. Yeah, you have to have 15. Now, if I look here at the Giants schedule, pulling this up here.
Hey, Dan, before you do that, let me do some housekeeping real quick. Those who are joining the fantasy baseball, make sure you guys pay before Sunday. Otherwise, you're going to get dropped, and I'll have other people join in if they have to. Make sure you pay by Sunday. Draft is next Tuesday, week from tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah. What they could do with Cobb is they could put him on the 15-day IL starting on the 28th. The Giants have 2 off days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 games. So he could come back on the 15th game and only miss 2 starts. You'd go through your rotation 5, 5, and 4, and then make him. That's 2 starts. I don't think you want to bring him back if he's not ready facing the Dodgers' potent lineup his first game, and then his next game would be against San Diego at home. I don't know if that's a great idea when you're just coming back. Why not, throw one of the guys, get Cobb totally ready to go, and that way he's not, because the other thing is that you could do what you guys are correct about. When you're facing a giant.
You saw that, Los?
I did.
What was that? Do we have a comment?
Fucking senior.
Eric is like Farhan, waiting Los out, and we'll sign him up. So if you miss, you don't want to put a guy who's just coming back, because what tends to happen is when you're in the heat of the moment, you tend to push yourself harder than maybe you're ready to.
Right.
And that's when you injure maybe not a hip, but maybe an arm, because you're compensating maybe for the hip because you're, just kind of things can happen. Just ease him in. I would do what I just said. Let him start his first game. I mean, he pitched with Tampa Bay. He's used to that ballpark. That's game 15 in Tampa. Start him there. And then that would be, a good setup. I think he'd be ready to go there. And, maybe they end up doing similar for Snell. I don't know.
If those pitching matchups you mentioned, Glasnow versus Snell, Yamamoto versus Webb.
Opposites.
Right.
No, wait. No, you got it right.
Pitching matchups.
No, wait. It would be Glasnow, Webb, Snell, Yamamoto.
So the third game in that series is a very intriguing matchup. You got 2 young guys that are both filthy in Kyle Williams and Bobby Miller.
Kyle Williams, didn't he drop a couple of punts against the Giants in the NFC Championship?
Kyle Harrison, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! Thank you.
I'm glad you didn't say Shanahan.
Yeah.
I know how you feel about that, Kyle.
Yeah, that's for another day, another week, another.
Kyle hasn't been a favorite name of yours. Kyle Williams and Kyle Shanahan have. But
no, and I got in a fight in high school with a guy named Kyle. So,
geez, I was going to say the third.
You got something with Kyle's.
I was going to say the third one's the charm. So maybe it's the fourth one's no harm. Huh?
Yeah.
How's that for?
I'm actually thinking very seriously of drafting Harrison late. But with the success or failures I've had with Kyle, I might have to rethink that. But
yes,
yeah, Harrison and Miller are both pretty filthy.
Oh, and then we got Kyle McKiernan.
I like
Kyle McKiernan.
That's one Kyle I like. He's a good dude.
All right.
But, yeah, it's funny because the bottom of the rotations for both the Dodgers and the Giants are not that great. Top three, very solid. But of course, where the Dodgers are killing the Giants is just think about this guy: Mookie Betts, Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman versus Jung-Hoo Lee, Tyro Estrada, and Lamont Wade.
Do we have a chat fight going on here? What do we got here?
No chat fight.
No, not a chat fight, but what's this? Nick Farhan's the Pobo. Oh, maybe to Nick. Pobo or GM. That's probably just, I think we're probably talking semantics here.
Semantics, correct.
Nick says probably, I'm guessing, I can't find it, but Nick probably said he's the GM. You know what? GM, assistant GM. Pobo is GM. Assistant GM is GM. It's just, we're talking words. It's word salad, guys, because it's a title, but the GM is the assistant GM in 5-10 years ago, whatever you want to call it. They just created a name for president of baseball ops so that teams could pick up a guy who's an assistant GM from an other organization, because you can't go lateral for lateral if a guy's under contract. But if you promote him to a GM, now you can steal him. That's all that was for. So, yeah, you like a GM. The Giants can't just go grab some GM now and make him GM instead of Pete Petulia, because they want him. They have to. Can't be a lateral move is basically what baseball says. So they create titles. There'll probably be something different someday. Instead of president of baseball operations, it'll be, I don't know, king of the jungle.
We're getting late in spring. What are they going to do with Joey Bart? He's hitting the ball pretty damn well.
Trade. I'm telling you, there's a trade coming. There's a trade coming.
He's done that a lot in spring. Joey's had several good springs. But I don't know what they're going to do with him. I would think they would hold him until as close to the end as possible and try to find a trade partner. If they don't find a trade partner, I don't know. Maybe you come up with something phantom for a week or two with Tom Murphy and put him on the IL for 10 days. Because isn't it only 10 days for position players and 15 for pitchers now, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. But give Joey Bart some 3 starts in those first 10 games and audition him and see if you can find a partner.
Dan, there's one part about the Giants that I think they're kind of missing on that nobody's really talking about. And because they have a rotation that's not going to go deep into games other than really Webb, and because, to my understanding, they only have really one good left-handed relief pitcher in Rogers, I think they need another left-handed relief pitcher, because in those late inning games, 8th, 7th inning, 3-3, 4-4 close game, and you got some stud left-handed hitter. You got, a Freeman, a Matt Olson coming up. You want, that lefty to come in that's kind of nasty to just get one out, or, a guy at third base, less than.
Well, when you're talking one out, you're probably talking somebody that needs that, like there's 2 outs in an inning and you can finish the inning.
Yeah. I mean, they can't go to Rogers every time. And if they have basically a right-handed, a good bullpen, but it's predominantly right-handed other than Rogers. I know there's a couple of other left-handed names.
Well, you definitely are correct on that, Los, because 2 years ago, remember watching, it was either Colorado or the Diamondbacks. I think it was one of the 2 teams, if not both, had no lefties at all in the bullpen. And it was like, you know that you can set up your pinch hitters as lefties late in the game if you have lefties on the bench,
Right.
because there's nothing they can do to come and counter that. So you've got to have another one. I agree. And it looks like Amir Garrett is not maybe that is maybe not that guy, because he struggled all spring. He can't find the plate. He's getting hit hard. Ethan Small is got an oblique. Miller's already been sent down. I don't know. Maybe there is a possible lefty out there that you could pick up. I don't know who that would be.
Maybe that's what you can dangle Bart for, is some nasty left-handed relief pitcher. Because hey, the Giants won a lot of big games in 3 World Series with 2 nasty left-handed relievers in their bullpen to shut things down in the 7th, 8th innings to get it to the closer. So if the Giants are going to be competitive this year with better starting pitching and a little bit better of a lineup, you're going to give it away if you keep throwing these right-handers out here against tough left-handed hitters. Mark my word.
Yeah, and I think Farhan knows that. I think that's why he brought in Garrett and he's brought in lefties. I think he's going to have to go find that lefty. I don't know what Zapucki's done. He was supposed to be that guy last year. He got hurt, missed the season. I don't know if there's any lefties down on the farm. It doesn't appear to be. Maybe there's a deal out there. I don't know. We'll see. But
there's somebody out there.
Yeah. I mean, there's been guys out there like, Sean Doolittle's been out there. He's comes to mind as one of those guys that's kind of. How about the other guy that was Brad Hand? I don't know where.
Brad Ham.
Hand.
Yeah, I think he signed, didn't he?
Hand, not Ham.
Hand.
Okay, there we go. Hand. I still got my. I got to cut this off, guys. I still got my little surgical center. In fact, I got to go use the restroom real quick because I just finished 30 ounces, so I got to.
30 ounces in, 30 ounces out, right?
I don't know. Hopefully not.
Robert Rothberg is back to being Robert Rothberg, Eric. He has said that the Giants have the best starting rotation in baseball now. Here's a team up in Seattle, Robert, that you might want to check out.
They're pretty good. Gilbert, yeah.
They go
Kirby.
5 deep. You know, a good rotation is like a good offensive line. You need to have 5 guys, not 2 or 3. 5.
Yep.
5.
Hey, Dr. Dilly, you out there, man? Haven't seen you in the chat. Just want to make sure I'm not missing you.
What a great name.
Dr. Dilly. Yep. And maybe who else are we missing? There's someone else we're missing. I can't remember. Carlo P. Carlo P. You out there, man?
Is Vince going to make it to the draft?
We'll see. I think so. NorCal Sports Network paging Carlo P. NorCal Sports Network calling Dr. Dilly. I had to send him the rules of what the league's all about. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. For all of you doing it for the first time, like I've told you for months, it is a full-time job. It is not part-time like football. You're gonna have to make sure.
Well, we're only having 2 bench players, so you're just rolling with the guys that you have. So it's not.
Oh, you're only having 2 bench players. Oh,
yes.
Interesting. Okay.
It's going to be 2 catchers, first, second, third, short, 4 outfielders, 2 bench players, and like 8 pitchers or something like that.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of talent out there on the free agent wire. How many? How about like waiver moves? Unlimited or what?
Was it unlimited? I think it's unlimited, wasn't it?
In our league, they only allow you to do 65 moves for the whole year, and yeah, there's some guys that like they have 20 moves.
I didn't see that in the damn settings.
Important to know. That's very important to know because guys get hurt and you have to make moves, and sometimes players just are horrible and you just drop them because you want to pick up somebody else.
Only 60 moves.
Yeah, that's
Is that
about
both waiver and trade altogether?
Yes.
Okay.
So that knocks Dan out. He'll be done with that in May.
Did I just hear my name?
Only 60 moves allowed the whole year. That includes trades, Dan. So I said you're going to be done by the end of May.
Oh, I don't make any trades in baseball.
You will. You will.
Not as many as football.
There's Carlo P. Carlo P. Send an email to norcalsportsnetwork@gmail.com. If you want to join the league, make sure you pay up by Sunday.
Senior says it's unlimited.
Eric's coming in.
It's 60 waiver moves and unlimited trades.
Oh, unlimited trades. Oh, that's right up Dan's alley, man.
That opens it up for Dan, Coach Amelia. Dan, what
Here
name are
we
you
go. 1 a.m.
going
text
with
messages.
Huh?
Are you going with
1
Buster's
a.m.
Boys
text
again?
messages.
I don't know. That could be Buster's Boys. Could be my name.
How about Farhan's Faith?
I already got my team out there.
No, that's Vince Farhan's Faith. He's the man of faith in Farhan.
Well, Buster brought you good luck for football.
He did.
You should do something with Faith for baseball.
Oh, Faith. That's right. I have Faith the dog. I thought you meant Farhan's Faith.
No,
I don't
know. The dog.
Yeah, the dog. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I am known as Debbie Downer 2. That's my team name.
Debbie Downer 2.
Yep.
I could be Debbie Downer 1. I might just be.
And this is here. Want to check? Here's
Mike,
my logo.
Dan, let's make a trade. Everybody wants to make a trade. Huh?
Eric, just make it initials DD2 instead of DDP, the wrestler.
Oh, I know, right? There you go. There's my avatar.
Nice.
Jeez. It's a little bit like a younger version of Pelosi.
You've seen that on SNL, right? Debbie Downer.
Oh, okay. I like Debbie's. I used to like Little Debbie's cakes.
DD2.
You know?
DD2.
That's my guess too. I'm going to say. Let's see. Log in. Oh, it's not letting me log in with my facial. I wonder why.
Oh, face recognition doesn't recognize your face
with the patch. Okay. All right. Come on, I can't see here.
Oh, there's Vince.
No, that's a different Vince.
Oh, okay. That's a different one.
Might help if I hit the MLB instead of the win totals. San Francisco Giants. Wow. Only one. It went up to 83.5.
Okay. What does that tell you?
That's interesting.
What does that tell you?
They don't like this team.
No,
I'm telling you.
Vegas knows more than Mike and Robert Rothberg and
interesting.
All the Debbie uppers.
Let me tell you something here.
Are
I read an article today, and I'm going to see if I can find it on here. And this is before the Snell signing. Whoa. I forgot. We got to end this thing. It's halftime. Warriors 62-56 Knicks. I forgot that that game start. I was going to watch it at 7. Okay, well, I'll get the second half. Good. Second half in the NBA is better to watch anyway. Let me see if I can find this article, guys, and I will bring it up for you because it was an article. Did I send it to you, Eric? The one that
which one? Is it the one with Chris Bassett?
No.
Oh.
It was a guy. Come on. It was on ESPN. I'm getting. Here it is. David Schoenfeld. Okay. We're going to pull this up, guys. And I'll tell you, this is what a lot of baseball people think of the Giants. Maybe we're okay. Predicting. Can you see that? Is that up?
Yeah. It's up.
Predicting which MLB teams will return to playoffs in 24 that missed it. Maybe it was just the teams that missed it last year, not the teams that missed it 2 years in a row. That's what it was. Because the Yankees, Cubs Did the Cubs make it in 22, guys?
I'm not sure.
So.
I don't remember.
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
Okay, so it's not just teams that didn't make it in 23.
I think
So the Cubs.
I think they will make it this year.
So they've got the Yankees this year with a 60.1% chance, Doolittle's odds. The Cubs at 53.5. I won't read all of these, but they give you a reason why they'll make it and then why they will miss October again. They got the Cardinals at 40, almost 47%. And how the reason, they talk about all the 3 pitchers they signed, even though they're all pretty old. Sonny Gray at 34 is the youngest one they signed of the 3 this offseason. While they'll miss Seattle, 45% chance. Cleveland, 42.5. San Diego, 41. You sure the Cubs didn't make it in 22?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know offhand.
Anybody in the chat remember? I don't think they did. But you take a look at that, the Giants aren't mentioned. That's the point I was bringing up is, Mike, that is updated with Snell. These gambling sites, like big-time sites like FanDuel, they don't miss that. It was at 82.5 prior. It was at 81.5. They signed Chapman and went up to 82.5. They signed Snell. Now it's 83.5.
Hey, that's very powerful right there. Vegas is not wrong very often. They're not giving them a whole lot more wins with Snell there.
That's interesting.
Well, it is over under where they think it's minus 105 if you go the over. So if you take the over and you bet $100, you win 95. Okay. If you take the under and you bet $100, you win 86. So they are saying it's better odds if you take the over than the under.
It's official. The Cubs did not make the playoffs in 22.
Okay, good. All right. So they didn't include the Giants in there. Those weren't just teams last year.
87, and they needed 87 wins to make the playoffs in 22. The Phillies were the 6th seed. 87 wins.
If Farhan gets fired, what is this? If Farhan gets fired after this season, will Melvin keep his job? I would say he probably would for at least a year. But I mean, the only way Farhan doesn't, I do think he may have been given a make the playoffs or be gone. It doesn't seem like Farhan to go out and get all these guys.
I think Rod White is giving Robert Rothberg a run for the biggest Debbie upper of the group. He has the Giants at 95 wins and the Dodgers at 89 wins.
Who?
I believe is it Rod White, Eric?
Who's that?
I don't even have to scroll up. Somebody said the Giants are winning 95 games and the Dodgers are winning 89.
Oh, yeah. I saw the 95. Hold on.
Can we put that up there, please?
Yeah. There you go. Rod White.
Where is it? Okay, yeah. Rod White. Okay. Rod, where do you live? What part of Northern Cal? Where you at?
Looniesville, Nevada.
No, we want to know where he's what area of the country Rod is? Is it Rod or Rob?
Rod, R-O-D, Pittsburgh, California.
Okay. Pittsburgh, California. Hey, I grew up in Concord. Awesome.
Highway 4. Ooh,
Highway 4. Yep.
That is ugly at 4:00 in the afternoon.
I
would love to hear the rationale about the Giants winning 6 more games than the Dodgers.
That is.
I would love for it to happen, but I need a little bit more substance. It must be Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman all getting hurt for the rear.
Rod White, I know, I feel you, but here you go. Rod, go out there. You could go to Railroad Avenue. You could go over to California's Avenue, or right over there near Pittsburgh Antioch Highway. There's 3 of them, Rod. There's a 4th one. Quite a bit of drug testing centers for you, Rod. Go ahead and get that done for you. If you need any assistance, NorCal Sports Network will help you for that. We'll get you tested, and we want to just make sure that you're okay out there, Rod White. You need a little assistance on there, financial assistance. We'll work something out, but there's several locations there near you in Pittsburgh, Rod. Go get yourself tested.
And Robert Rothberg has a question for us.
Let's see. Here we question.
I think we answered that last week, but I guess they want the updated version. Ask us that when the season starts. I want to see the final roster.
Yeah, let's see how I get. Yeah, ask us after May. Then we have a little bit better. Get 2 months out of the belt at least.
Yeah. Well.
Optimism is definitely up there, though. I can't knock that.
Hey, you know what? It's
nothing wrong with that.
Hey, can we do a poll real quick before?
Sure.
Do you guys want to see Debbie Downer 1 here? Or am I 1?
You're 1.
Debbie
I'm number 2.
Okay. Am I Debbie Downer 1? Do you guys want to see Debbie Downer 1 invest in a ball cap for every team that the Giants play and wear a hat for the winning team? Or do I just stick with the Giants hat all year long? I was feeling this before Snell. Now I'm having a little doubts because I'm starting to, they're pulling me back. Okay. I was already had the papers for the divorce almost signed.
You might want to go with all the hats because I think you're giving me 3 of them when we do our trade.
Oh, man.
I got plenty of Giants hats, but like I said, I had the divorce paper in there. I went through the counseling. Everything was all set to go. All I had to do was sign, and Farhan's making me rethink the divorce. So you got a poll out there?
No, you want me to do it? Are you ready?
Yeah, I want to say, should Dan wear the hat of every
winning team the Giants
face this year, or stick to Giants hats only? Well, I will wear my Texas Ranger. That is American League, though. But
well, when it comes to Dan, in the great words of Michael Corleone, just when I thought I was out, they bring me back.
Oh gosh, I was looking to
The Godfather 3.
Yeah, I was actually looking to date somebody else. I was feeling like, I already have the Arizona Diamondbacks hat. You guys have seen that. I am starting to date another club right now, but
and even with Snell, the grass is greener on the other side, Dan.
Oh, yeah. It could bring a little bit of a pizzazz to the show, especially if put the blue and white on one night.
Oh my gosh. There you go. It's out there.
That is hard to do, to put the blue and white on. But we're looking for controversy here at NorCal Sports.
How about you compromise and just get the division hats, not the whole.
I like the Nationals though. I'm kind of that's one of the teams it's kind of like when you look online and you look at a dating. Whoa, oh yeah, she's pretty hot. Yeah, the Nationals are looking kind of sexy. They're the Washington Nationals look like they're bringing it, and so are the Pirates. I'm liking some of these other teams, Los, that these, see, because it's the young guys that pull me in.
Yes.
Yeah, the young ones, yeah.
The young guys those teams start to pull me in when I see young guys with athleticism and some real talent. CJ Abrams. Oh, Robert says Giant hats exclusively. Well, I knew that, Robert, coming from you.
Nick, hush up. Don't give any ideas.
I think that would
Shut
make
your mouth.
No, you're not getting Abrams, man. It's just like, look at this guy. He's already honing in on
Dr. Dilly, send an email to NorCalSportsNetwork@gmail.com so I could get you added to the league and make sure you pay up by Sunday.
Yeah, it's a pay up or pay up or shut up or pay up or whatever. What do you say? How's this go? Pay up or you're out type thing? Yeah. How's our poll doing? Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Gander. I have not looked.
Oh, Dan, you haven't even signed up.
I haven't. I've been on the show. When did you send the email out?
A few hours ago.
Well, yeah, we've been on here for what? 2 hours almost? Yeah.
No, it was quite a while ago.
Oh, well, I was resting. I got a little.
Yeah, excuse. I know.
I got an excuse here.
You got an excuse. You got the note. You got a doctor's note.
I got a doctor's. I took off my note though. Look, gone.
I'll tell you what.
Hey, 2 weeks from now, I do with the other eye.
Don't make me hammer you for malingering.
I'll tell you what. Mr. Snell had 5 years, $165 million on the table from the Yankees. Guaranteed, no matter what he does, he's making $165 million for the next 5 years. Boris did not do right by him, and honestly, Snell didn't do right by himself on that one.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Big mistake, because you might have a great year, or you could blow out your arm. You never know. Take that $165 million all day. I don't care. Go to New York, hang out with Vince Russo. I don't know.
All right, so where am I at? I was looking at the link here. Where is the poll? I got to go to live to pull it up here.
Justin Kerwin, you drafted Snell. Well, you can forget about quality starts because you won't have too many of them. You got to go 6 innings for quality starts.
I don't think quality starts is in ours.
Hold on. Oh, it's not. Interesting.
I don't think so. Hold on.
They're a category in ours for sure.
Let me see what it is. Let me make sure. Make sure.
This poll is going very
it's going to go wins, saves, strikeouts, earned run average, and whip.
Okay. So, yeah, that is a big factor. Now you don't got to worry about starters going a long time if you don't got to worry about quality starts. You have to know things like that in how you draft, for sure. What are the hitting stats, E?
Hitting stats are going to be runs, home runs, runs batted in, stolen bases, and the batting average. Oh, no OPS in there. Interesting.
Yeah, they got OPS for us. Yeah, interesting. So they just took out 2 things, OPS and quality starts. So you got 10 categories. Yeah, we got 12.
Yeah, 5 by 5.
What's a quality start? 7 innings?
6 innings and no more than 3 earned runs.
Yeah.
6 innings.
Yeah. So Snell.
So
a guy in our league had Snell, and I think he came in 3rd place. And one of the reasons is because Snell gave him a lot of Ks, but him and I forget who else he had didn't go very deep in the game. So he was down there on quality starts, and that cost him from probably catching.
So what are you, 12, 6 by 6 or
Yeah, 12 categories.
6x6. Okay.
What's your defensive categories?
Everything you guys have with but quality
starts.
Oh, and then you had OPS.
Yeah.
OPS is nice.
OPS is like a guy like Lee. I mean, towards the end of the draft. I mean, I should be giving away strategy. I'll shut up. But yeah, you want guys that get on base, batting average, things like that to help the OPS. But you guys don't have that category, so you don't got to worry about it. Yeah, that makes a difference. Power guys, RBI guys. I'm telling you, people forget about RBIs, man, because it's not a sexy stat now like it used to be.
Man, RBIs used to be awesome. As a kid, it was always
300, 30, and 100.
Yeah, we always used to look at, as kids growing up, it was home runs, RBIs, and batting average, and hits, number of hits too. Because a lot of guys, 200 hits. It wasn't just one guy reaching 200 hits either.
Some of those, when we pull up some of the old time players in their years, like an Aaron or a Mays or a Clemente, God, I mean, their numbers are just so ridiculous compared to today's players, everyday players. And they did it every year. That's why I have so much respect for those players back in the day. Just consistent. Every year you can pencil them in for something. But the game has changed quite a bit now.
Yeah. It's hold on here. Let me see what's going on here. Hey, did you hear what you guys think of, just real quick? We don't want to change the subject, but 30 seconds or less. So we come off what do you think of the Dobbs signing today, Los?
Who? Oh,
Dobbs.
The backup quarterback. Yeah, I love it. I love him. He's got skills. He's got mobility. He can make plays. I like that pick a lot. I was not crazy about them going after Zach Wilson.
Yeah. A lot of people weren't. Yeah.
Hey, I got something fun for us to do sometime this year. It's gonna 12 teams, fantasy baseball, no money, just for fun. The whole history of baseball. Have a fantasy draft. The history of baseball. You can pick any player you want. How about that? How about that?
Oh boy.
And there's no way to keep the statistics up because a lot of these guys are going to be retired, but it'll be fun to see where. So who's down?
Are you talking about Ruth and Garrick too?
Anybody.
Everybody.
Well, what do you just match their career average? How do you?
No, I mean, we're not going to really I'm not going to, when I'm done, compare my team and say I got a better team than Eric.
Sure you are.
No, well, yeah, I probably will. I'm competitive. Yeah, I'm lying. But no,
that's funny.
The fun part of it will be like.
There you go. The chat decides the winner.
How about if I decide the winner?
No, come on.
Oh no, but I was trying to include
How about if I got an idea? How about if we do they vote for MVP? Every team in the league votes who has the best team, but you can't vote for your own team.
Hey, I'm telling you, what would be fun about that is if you start picking.
We can let the chat do it. Do it.
Remember, it's fantasy baseball, not regular baseball. So it's statistics. So I'll just leave it at that. You got to really think about that.
That's a good idea. Aaron said, let's do it during the All-Star break. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about during the All-Star break.
Good point.
Oh, man, I want to do this ASAP.
I know, man. That does sound fun.
I mean, it does. I mean, just kind of think about it off the top of your head, the first round. There's so many ways you can go.
Yeah. What if sports? You know who's big in that is, who is that? I think Brian Kinney. I think he was big in the what if sports, right? Pretty sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on.
Well, you could draft anybody from any period, and then they run simulations.
Can't lose another game at home.
Who would be the first overall pick?
Oh, I know who I pick. Right off the rip. I already know. I ain't saying it either. I already know exactly. As soon as you said that, I had the perfect person.
Put it in the private chat. Dan, put yours in the private chat. Who your first player will be? Yeah, Dan. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, especially that 1 year. My God, did everything. Whew, God, man, you're going to be getting some damn good, ridiculous talent in like the 10th round.
I know.
Oh, in the 7th round, Los picks Pete Rose.
I know. What?
I mean, crazy in the history of baseball. Oh my God. Wow. I could just imagine the pitchers off the board too.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You're muted, Dan.
Not sure if he's coming on. We may have Larry joining us shortly, because he did say he would join, but
Finishing up a show.
I don't know. I don't know if he's on. Let me look, see if he's on. Let me see if he's on somewhere. I don't think he's on.
Hey, chat, put down your, if you have the number 1 pick in the all-time fantasy baseball draft, you can pick any player ever. Put down who you're picking with your number 1 pick. Just kind of.
I guarantee you, nobody will match what Eric said.
Nope.
No.
Guarantee it.
I don't think so. Guarantee it. I don't think so.
You think somebody else will?
No, I don't think so.
Eric's trying to get the most expensive baseball card, not the most.
Eric's
Eric's trying to
think. Eric's trying to think out of the box, but it's like it's not a box.
Do me a favor. Go look at Baseball Reference and tell
Eric's
me I'm
trying
wrong.
to think outside the box, but it's not really a box. It's like a jewelry box, like a little ring box.
I know he had ridiculous stats, Eric.
Yes.
I'm looking at him right now. Damn, dude was a machine.
I'm getting tired of the Warriors playing terrible at home. They're an actually better road team this year.
They really are. They really are.
They have a better record on the road. They're getting beat by 11 to the Knicks, and the Knicks don't even have OG.
The only thing about that guy, Eric, is not a lot of power.
Well, there's a reason.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
didn't have yeah.
Yeah, there's
Giants won, by the way, 4-2 tonight over Cincinnati. Give you the box score there.
All right, here are some of the answers. We have Barry Bonds, Ty Cobb, Christy Matheson with the first pick. He's going pitcher.
Who are we missing?
Walter Johnson, Ichiro, Tony Gwynn. I like that, Sawyer. Love Tony Gwynn. Willie McCovey, Babe Ruth. Oh, Ruth and Otani, I guess pitching. No, you can only have one stat. You can only have hitting or pitching. It's none of this doubleheader stuff. Huh, okay. Oh, C. Davis, Honus Wagner.
Oh, I'm talking and I'm muted. I didn't even know it. 2 for 3 tonight. Marco Luciano with a double and an RBI, 1 strikeout. And then this kid, how do you say this kid's name? Manu? He's been ripping it up.
Yeah.
Don't ask me, I'll mess it up.
He went 2 for 3. He's hitting .519 on the year.
What is he, 5? What is he, 6 for 11?
I don't know. I think he's had more bats than that. He's probably like 9 for 17 or something. Let me see what the.
You got to remember, Chad, if you have the first pick in all time history, I mean, as great as Tony Gwynn is and Ty Cobb and Pete Rose, like they're probably not going to go number 1 overall. Why? The number 1 guy you want to have power, batting average, stolen bases, RBIs, everything. So I'm surprised at some of these answers, to be honest. I want you in my league for sure.
Yeah, Nick, that's the guy I was talking about. There's going to be some others out there.
I think he's 14 for 27, Los, because I just did a bunch of numbers. That's 518.5, which rounds up to 519.
Okay, so he's out. He has, what position does he play?
Outfield.
Oh,
Got some power too, and he's a lefty. Got some speed.
Play him, yes.
But it's spring training too, so you know.
Renel with the first answer. Yeah, you might want to.
Yeah, you might want to get him. He might be okay.
He's just hit 302 for his career with 660.
That was my. Hey, Los, when I said Bonds, it was between Mays and Bonds for me, because they do stolen bases well, they do home runs, they do batting average. You know, you're going to get points for all the categories.
I'd like to see. I mean, now you got me curious. Yeah, that would be probably my top 2. Although there's one person I need to look up before he got hurt.
Whoa, that was amazing. Trace Jackson Davis, he got a lob down low and he was wide open for a dunk. And he threw it out to Clay for a 3, and Clay hit it.
Clay be throwing up some crazy ass. Nope. Most stolen bases he had was 21. That surprises me. Oh no! You know what? I think I know who I would take. I gotta check his speed though. I don't think he had much speed, but I remember one year he put up one of the sickest years ever.
Oh man, yeah. There's a ton of people. Mickey Mantle, yeah. Jeez.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm changing my pick. You know what? Screw it. I can say it.
Changing your who you
okay.
At?
This guy, I'm not going to say the year, because if I say the year, it's going to give it away. This one gentleman hit 373 with 47 homers. And are you ready for this? 173 RBIs. Let me repeat the RBIs.
Is that Hack Wilson?
I'll say it in the private. 373 batting average. Walked 109 times. Even stole 10 bases. 218 hits. 47 homers. 100. I don't know if I've ever seen 373 with 100. I know Bonds had 370 that one year late in his career. He was about 36, 37 years old. This guy hit 373 with 47 homers and 173 RBIs. Checkmate. That's my guy.
Put it in the chat. Who was that? I remember somebody having 173 RBIs, but
there you go.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, man.
Wow.
That wow.
Wow.
That see, I'm an RBI guy. Man, your job as a 3-4 hitter, get those damn runners in by any means.
I mean, you look at those guys. I mean, I know the film's old, so the speed's probably off a little bit, when you watch film. But the way some of those guys swung, and looking at today's pitching, and it's like, I mean, I was watching a little clip the other day on 90s basketball that somebody did versus today's basketball.
Yeah.
And there's just no even comparison to the skill level of the players from the 90s compared to today. The shooting skills, the dribbling skills, everything is so much better and deeper today than. And
the shooting skills are definitely way up there, but then they don't play defense now. So,
well, a lot of their defense back then was just not even real defense. It was just like smashing it.
What year did they stop allowing hand checking, Dan? Because that really changed the game.
Yeah, it did. I don't remember when that was.
Because when you have Gary Payton on you, picking you up 3/4 of the way, and he's hand checking you all the way.
Yeah,
you're not going to get a great shot. So yeah, they can shoot better for sure. Well, they practice shooting. I mean, it's funny. You go into a high school, a college, or an NBA gym, all they're doing is practicing threes. Like when they said Curry really changed the game, he did. They don't practice like mid-range, free throws. Once in a while, it's all threes. It's all threes. They should just give up the old layup line and just have guys just taking threes like the 3-point contest. What's a layup? I mean, that's one thing I cannot stand. How many times have you watched the Warriors this year and they miss point blank layups? Wiggins misses more layups than any dude I've seen over 6'6", 6'7". A lot. Clay misses a lot of layups. Draymond misses a lot of layups. I can understand Draymond. He has no hops. But Wiggins, if you're close enough to the rim, throw it down. Oh, I'm writing solo here. That's all good. Yeah, Cliff. Okay, Ruth. That wasn't the guy I had up, but you're close. I mean, we're talking fantasy here now. So again, like that's why I said, like, it might not be a guy recognized as the best player of all time or in the top 5, but we're not talking a top 10 and who's the best player of all time. We're talking about fantasy baseball stats. And man, them like I said, them older dudes are probably going to get a lot more love than today's players. If you want RBIs, don't be looking at today's players. You're not going to. How many? Here's a good question, Dan. Off the top of your head, how many guys had over 100 RBIs last year in Major League Baseball? If you had to guess.
Oh, I would say 5.
Yeah, I was going to say about 5 to 7.
How many was it? Do you know?
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Warriors trying to make it a game, but they're down by 8. He's got to close tight here in the third quarter. Minute and a half to go.
Boy, they really do play lousy at home.
Juan Gon was an RBI machine. Yes, Ocean. Good old Juan Gon. Don't know yet, Tony. I'll let you know come come Monday.
Wow.
It's going to be kind of like last minute if people don't pay up by Sunday. If there's any room on Monday, it's going to be first come, first choose. So
we're both pretty well off. Dan, it was 18 guys.
Wow.
18 guys had 100 RBIs. Matt Olson, Pete Alonso, Kyle Tucker, Ozzie Albies. I wouldn't have figured that. Juan Soto.
He had 100 RBIs?
Mookie Betts, Adalis Garcia, Nick Castellanos, Ronald Acuna, Mac Muncy. No way. Max Muncy had 105 RBIs last year?
Wow.
Yep. They had like 3 or 4 guys on their damn lineup that had 100 RBIs.
That guy hit like 210.
Didn't JD Martinez did too, right?
JD did. Freeman.
103, Kyle Schwarber, 104, Julio Rodriguez from the leadoff position, 103, Christian Walker, Freddie Freeman, Rafael Devers, Marcelo Zuna, Marcus Semien. 18 guys. Oh, I stand corrected.
Whoa, Clay, he's finding his stroke again. Man, come on, Warriors. I hate that when they get a bad call like that. Well, we're going to go a few more minutes and wrap this puppy up.
Sounds good.
Look in the private chat, Eric, the guy that I put in there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He had 1 year, Eric, he hit 374, 47 homers, and 173 RBIs. And he stole 10 bases.
That's incredible,
sick.
man.
Hiroku says, you think Garvey should be in the Hall based on the criteria now? I would put, if based on today, you put him and Will Clark in.
Steve Garvey's not in the Hall of Fame?
No. I mean, Will Clark, man, he should definitely be in there when you look.
He's running for the Senate.
Steve Garvey, yeah, it's California, right? He's in the final 2, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be him and Shifty Schiff.
Shifty Shift. Oh gosh, California, wake up, please. Oh gosh, let's keep putting the same. Come on, Clay.
It's kind of what we're doing nationally too.
Draymond, what are you taking that shot for?
Same to you, Dr. Daly. It should be fun. Next week from tomorrow, we'll have the draft. We're gonna live stream it right here on NorCal Sports Network. So anyone that wants to join the live broadcast, you're more than happy to. Should be a lot of fun, especially Dan's reactions. Those are always fun.
Yeah.
The drafts are always fun. You guys will enjoy. Do your homework.
I still love that one day. Los is like, why is everyone giving out information? He's like, I've never seen a draft like this where people's giving out information.
Anybody needs help, give me a call. I'll give you my Venmo.
Oh, man. Down by 11 going into the fourth quarter. Jeez. All right, guys. Well, we are going to 523 between Twitter and in the chat.
Yeah, how about that? Here, let me close up the poll. It looks like strictly Giants, Dan.
What was the numbers?
84 votes. Hold on, let me see. It's calculating. 84 votes, 67% say strictly Giants, 32% say all MLB teams.
Well, we'll have to have a NorCal sports meeting of the minds and see what the inner brass says. Do they go against the people?
Can't go against the people, man.
Hey,
can't go against the people.
Sometimes you got to go against the people. We got a lot of homers in here
Yep.
that have been telling us the Giants are going to win. The Giants are going to win the World Series. The Giants are the greatest thing. Farhan's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now,
yeah, and then like in 2031, they'll finally be right, and then they'll tell us, "Yeah, I told you so."
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining. Great night. Giants sign Blake Snell. Makes them, in our opinion, it does make them, should put them right in the thick of the playoff race for a wild card. And I don't see the division yet. I really don't. But I still think they finish at least 10 games behind the Dodgers in the division, probably more, like 15.
Yeah. It's a wild card.
But they got a shot. They put themselves in position. So we want to thank you for joining for Debbie Downer 1, or for Debbie Downer 2, for Debbie Downer 3. I'm Debbie Downer 1. And
man, I thought it was, to be honest with you, yesterday when I made that thumbnail, because I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, I'll just have one ready to go just in case. You never know. I was wondering if I was jinxing it or not. Remember the whole Alex Cobb no-hitter last year? So I didn't know what I was doing.
That's right. Turn your swag on, buy the whole hat store. I may still have.
Hey, where's your Marlins hat at?
Now I got people. I'll have people ripped at me in the chat. That could be it. That could be it. You're muted, Los.
If you want to save a little bit of money, Dan, get on your contacts to the Philippines through Mika and get those hats for about $1.99 each.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
do they
there
have
you
them in the
go.
Philippines?
Oh, Philippines, Thailand? Yeah, they look almost like the real thing.
Every
$2.
hat?
Every hat.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Might have to do that.
If you're going to get all those, you might as well not spend $400.
Ah, heck yeah. I don't want to spend $30 a pop.
Yeah. Get them over there. The logo is the logo.
The logo's the logo. There we go. All right, everybody. Oh, got a floater going up there. Oh, eyes. Anyway, thanks for joining, guys. We will see you tomorrow night at 8:30. And look at that. We were going to go with the thumbnail about Renel Brooks-Moon tonight. And Farhan pulls it off, and he shifted it. He did it. The Giants covered their PR mess with Blake Snell, because all we did is we touched on Renel Brooks-Moon.
That's the second time he did that. Remember? He did JD. He did him dirty. Then they signed Chapman. Or no, it was they didn't. No, that was after. What did they did something. What was it that they did? No, maybe they didn't do nothing.
But anyway, it's effective bomb dropping. We're at war. Yep. All right, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8:30. Appreciate you guys.